start?
Yeah, I tried to get Alpy going. Felt like, he was in a great rhythm and tried to, and Turner's a good defender, but we like Alpy on most matchups regardless, and just felt like that would be a good added push for us to get him going inside. But not just there, moved him around the perimeter as well. Just trying to get him in a rhythm, honestly.
What did you see from Jabari?
Aggressiveness, got out in transition, attacked the glass, all the intangibles that we talk about. And if instead of just relying on shot making only, he can impact it in other ways. And so he was good on defense. But no, he got out on the break, led the break a few times. Offensive putbacks, kind of manhandled some guys down there and then made shots as well.
Siakam got really shut down there in the second half after he had 19 in the first. What was the difference there?
I think we talked about, living with some of those shots, not putting him at the free throw line. If he's inside too, going one-on-one, taking some contested shots, I think we fouled him a little bit too much in the first half, so we wanted to be more solid and just make him take and make tough shots. And so we're willing to live with some of those, but I think guys saw what he was doing at halftime. He was the guy that was really hurting us and did a little better job, obviously, denying him the ball, some of the catches, and then the help was there when he drove a few times. You saw some of those late steals.
With Jabari, a lot of the offense didn't really come until later in the game. Did you see, the way that he was able to do the other things well? Do you think that contributed to him then getting his offense going later on?
Yeah, it's always good to see, whether you get to the free throw line or get some easy putbacks, it makes it easier when you do get those shots. But, it's as long as we're getting stops and running, it's going to be kind of equal opportunity, and sometimes it doesn't find you. But once they started doubling Alpy and Fred and Jalen got some penetration there, the kickouts were there and he was aggressive. So, I just don't think it happened to come to him early, but he still, did it his way by getting on the glass and all those things until the shots came, and then he was able to knock them down.
A lot of metrics have been pretty complimentary of Alperen's rim protection in particular. Is that something you feel watching the games, that him around the rim is a defensive force teams are having to deal with?
Yeah, I think he's been better lately for sure. He felt like at times, whether it was foul trouble or late recognition, he wasn't always meeting the guys at the basket. Still had one or two tonight, Matherin layup and transition, those things we showed at halftime. But I think he's been much better, and the fact that he is off ball some, not always in a pick and roll situation, he can come over and help and be a deterrent there.
How pleased were you with the result of the 23 forced turnovers, not just scoring the points, but the plus 19 in field goal attempts?
Yeah, that's offensive rebounds and turnovers from us, so we always obviously take a look at those things first. Not just 23 turnovers, 16 of those were steals, so our activity was great. Those lead to live ball turnovers. We can get out and run, and that's where we came up with those 23 fast break points. So I think our activity was good. Fred had 4 steals. I think Tari had 6, and so they were very active, but guys were kind of swarming around, a much better job in the second half.
Do you think you need that penetration and inside-out movement for your offense to be at its full potential?
Yeah, definitely. I think at times, certain things really work and, can get bogged down in pick and roll and post-ups and those things. I think the better we get at off-ball offense in general and touching the paint and finding guys, getting those open looks, we're only going to add another layer to us offensively. And so, transition as well, obviously. But, that's an emphasis of ours to grow in those areas off-ball. And, Jalen can touch the paint, Alpy on the roll, but we need more guys to continue to grow in that area where they can break down and make plays for other people.
Coach, how good was it just to have those Houston Rockets legends in the arena tonight and be able to perform the way you all did, with the energy from the crowd as well?
Yeah, it was nice. Looking across, you see all the history with all those players, obviously, and the championships, and it was good to put on a good show for them. Much better second half. We finished the half well, but had good carryover into the second half, and always nice to get a win when you have certain people in the building.
Was Jock over Steven more of a matchup-based decision?
Yep.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you.